Hello and welcome to Jason's Bar. I just got done with work and I want my favorite drink, my favorite cocktail, an old fashioned. Now, why do they call it an old fashioned? I have no idea and I don't care. I just really like them. So old fashions are made with bourbon. Sometimes they use rye whiskey. You choose whatever you want. Okay? Very simple cocktail to make, but bars mess it up all the time because they try to make it too fancy. I don't know why they do that. They just put their own spin on it or they wing it. And so if you order an old fashioned in a bar, it's usually not very good. And so then you won't order it again. But if you go to a higher end place or you follow this recipe, then you'll see what an old fashioned should taste like. And then you can tweak it on your own from there. Okay? So pick your favorite bourbon. Mine is Buffalo Trace, but there's married ones out there. Just don't pick like Jack Daniels or one of those that, I mean, unless you really like that liquor, don't expect this to lift that level of bourbon. Since this is a very simple recipe, there's not a lot to hide behind, you want to use a top shelf bourbon, okay? Something that you really like. So all that's in it is bourbon, sugar, ice, and then garnished with orange peel, a little bit of bitters. Okay, that's it. So not a lot to hide behind. So let's start first with the glass you're gonna put it in. This is traditional type of glass like this. This is what I drink it out of. For ice, you wanna put your ice in the glass first. This is where things can be fun. I like this thing my wife got me. It makes a nice round ball, and that's what I'm gonna use here. But often you'll see ice cubes, these really giant ones, these giant ice cube makers. Super simple, and you pop them out, put a giant ice cube in there. That's kind of traditional too. The idea is the larger the cube or the ball, the slower it's going to melt and dilute your cocktail. Okay, if you put a bunch of just cubed ice in there, honestly, it's going to be fine, but expect it to melt it faster and water down your drink. Not the end of the world. You drink fast enough, you won't really notice the difference. Okay, so we got this going. To actually make it, get your shaker like this, put your ice in there, like that. Start with the alcohol. 2 ounces of your bourbon. 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. You can use different kinds of bitters if you want. Start with Angostura aromatic bitters and then tweak it from there and see what you think. Okay, 2 dashes, no more. 1, 2. Go more, it'll be too bitter. Okay, and then a 1/4 ounce of sugar. Now, simple syrup, not granulated sugar, because any type of granulated sugar will not dissolve in cold liquid. If you've ever made an iced tea and then threw a pack of sugar in it and mix it up, stick your straw in there and suck it out, and the first sip you're like, oh, that's so sweet. Well, if you look at it, it's because all the sugar is still in the bottom and it never dissolves in iced tea. Cocktails are the same way. They will not dissolve. Sugar won't dissolve in it. It's too cold. So make your simple syrup. Simple syrup is just equal parts water and sugar melted together, dissolved together. That's simple syrup. Now, you'll see this is my simple syrup. Why is it dark? It's not clear. Because I use Demerara sugar for this. You can use any type of sugar. White granulated is absolutely fine. But to add a little complexity, using a Demerara sugar for your simple syrup is nice, although it's so subtle. And we're gonna put a 1/4 of an ounce in there. You've got to be pretty refined to tell the difference. You can also use maple syrup. Works fantastic. Again, adds a little flavor, but not like, doesn't make it a mapley drink, okay? But in a pinch, if you don't want to mix up syrup or mix up your own simple syrup, maple syrup is just fine. Any other sugar source. Again, make it simple first, like with granulated sugar. Make the basic and then see how you like it and tweak it from there. So 1/4 ounce of this. Gotta make sure I get my measurements right. It doesn't take much, quarter ounce isn't very much. Okay. And then shake. Strainer, that. Done. That's going to be a fantastic old fashioned. You can definitely smell the bourbon, a little bit of the bitters. All right, and then garnish, orange peel. Just use a paring knife like this. This orange is not as firm as I would like. I'm going to go just like that. Cut a strip off like that. Try to squeeze some of the oils on there. I like to rub it on the rim a little bit and then just throw it in. That gets some of the aromatics around there. That's really good. Oh yeah. Now, super boozy, right? I mean, you saw what I just put in there. So a lot of people go, oh, an old fashioned, I'll take one, then they take a big old swig. Oh my God, you alcoholic. How could you drink that? Well, you don't slug it down. It's 2 ounces of alcohol, just like a lot of other cocktails, but there's not a lot of filler in it. So you sip it slow and enjoy it. Enjoy the nuances of the high-end bourbon that you got, okay? And that drink will last you as long as everybody's big old pina colada or margaritas or whatever, okay? And then it will dilute as the ice melts, and so it'll get a little bit weaker as it goes. But the idea is to just sip on it. Okay, now here's where this recipe will go wrong and how bars mess these up, and how you'll mess it up if you don't follow these, and that is not doing those ratios. 2 ounces of alcohol to a quarter ounce of sugar, of simple syrup, okay? That ratio, if you want to make a double in a big glass, just double those ratios is fine. But if you just kind of wing it, like fill this with ice, throw some bourbon in it, chug a little sugar in there, and slap 4 dashes in here, it's gonna change it a lot, okay? And I know because that's what I used to do. I used to go, oh, this is just how it is. But I couldn't figure out how only every 4th or 5th one I made tasted really good. This is why. The ratios are really important, the measurements, the quarter ounce. So messing that up will mess up those ratios, will mess up your drink. Or if you start adding more sugars, like if you grab maraschino cherries and start throwing those in there, using the sugar from maraschino cherries, a lot of bars do that. You start muddling cherries in there, you know, in here first. I don't know why people add all these other things to it. That's not an old fashioned. Call it whatever you want, it's fine, but it's not an old fashioned. And so when you go to a bar and they start adding all this other stuff to it, it's not an old fashioned, and it won't be as good, honestly. Now, and I like maraschino cherries as much as the next guy, but that's not an old fashioned. So as soon as I watch somebody make a drink, kind of watching how they do it, you'll know pretty quick. So anyway, that's an old, oh, one last thing. You notice I didn't use the strainer. And remember in my equipment thing, I said I often use a strainer and, you know, both strainers. This one I didn't. Why? Because we're just beating up a little bit of ice. There's nothing else in here. There's nothing else that's going to get in here that I don't want. Okay? So don't waste your time double straining that. Okay? That's it. Enjoy your old fashioned. I'll see you next time. So having one of these after work on an empty stomach, the first few sips you really feel it because it's high alcohol, and that's exactly what you want. This isn't to get drunk, this isn't to get hammered. It's just to take a drink and then wait and let the alcohol permeate. I'll talk to you next time.